Okay guys, so if you watched the last video, here I'm gonna point this on myself. If you watched the last video, this is gonna be underexposed. Anyways, I sound like a broken record. If you watched the last video, I showed you the basic how-tos of how to set it up, how to set up your Eheim 2217. And now I'm going to show you how to clean it. And then it'll also be another more detailed step-by-step setup on how to set it up, because I have to completely reset it up. So what I'm going to do is, you saw in the last video my canister, it's underneath or whatever here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull the canister out, pull all the hoses out of the water, and show you what to do from there. Okay? So once you've had it set up running for about, depending on your water, you should have pretty clean water when you first put it in. But depending on when you get fish, when you have it set up or whatever, how many months you've had it running, if you use the pre-rinsed gravel like I did, the type of gravel I used, it says just dump the gravel in there, but it has kind of dirty water in it, and so the filter had to clean that, so I had to clean the filters out like right away. But you usually won't have to clean it out until about a month after it's been running with fish in the water, because it's got to have waste in there for you to be able to have to clean it. So what am I talking? Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull the canister out, and I'm only gonna do one. I have 2 canisters, but I'm only gonna tape on how to do one, because it takes me like 30 minutes for each, start to finish for each canister. Maybe less than that, maybe like 15, but generally, depending on what's going on in the house, about 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the canister out, pull all the hoses out, show you what to do from there. Okay, so what you're gonna need is a 5-gallon bucket. Okay, and you're gonna need this to be 100% dedicated to your fish tank, not to be used for anything else under any circumstances. 100% only used for the fish tank. Okay, so what I'm actually going to have to do is I'm going to have to start draining this tank, which I'm going to start doing in a few minutes, which I'll have a siphon, and then I stuff it into a short piece of garden hose that we have, and I stick it out the door, and it just drains out the door into the front yard, into the garden, and waters the garden. Which it works really well for the garden as fertilizer. Anyways, so I'm going to have to start that real quick. So let me get my stuff, go outside maybe, and get the damn door open one-handed. Okay, I have a piece of garden hose that's about 6, 7, 8 feet long. Yeah, about 7 or 8 feet long. Okay, and that comes inside, like so. I can't see because I fail at filming stuff while I'm doing stuff like this. Okay, so here you see I pull the garden hose as far into the house as I can, and still have it out the door. Okay, then I close the door, and then I shut off this light for now, and get an old-fashioned siphon. Okay, it's just like this. Okay, it's just like that. There. Okay, it's just like that. Anyway, and then I take and I stuff the end into the garden hose, like so, about a little less than halfway into the garden hose. Okay, and then I usually do about a 50%, which for me, for this tank, I actually measured it out. I think it's actually a little bit less than what it says it is, than what it's supposed to be. But to the top of the gray part on the basket is how far I drain it down. Okay, so I'm gonna start draining. Okay, and we'll clean the gravel, which I need to do that before I even show you how to. Okay, and the siphon starts. Maybe with mine, it's got an auto starter siphon on it, so all you have to do is you shake the siphon, and when it stops clicking, it's got enough suction to keep going. Okay, and then see, just drains out the front door. Alright, we're going to go ahead, clean out all the gravel real quick, which I'll go ahead and show you how to do that too, I guess. What you're going to do, it's hard to do this one-handed. I've never had to do this one-handed before. Because I have Oscars, and they're messy, messy fish. I've got little, big Oscar turds, I should say, all over the tank. So you have to get all of that cleaned up. Okay, and it also helps be easy. It's easier on your tank, on your filters too, to get as much waste out of the gravel as you possibly can. Also, this is going to be really hard. Don't let the gravel get sucked up into the siphon, or all the way into the hose of the siphon, I should say. 'Cause that's bad. Then you lose gravel. Then you have to buy more. And you can hear that the water level is going down, because you can hear the water start trickling. Okay? This is going to be a fairly long video. I don't know if I can post videos this long. This video may be in 2 parts, because I don't know if I can post videos longer than 15 minutes on this channel. I know I can on my other channel, but I don't know about this channel. I don't think I have enough videos. So, all the nastiness gets sucked up. So you basically do this, go down as deep as you can into the gravel until the water comes up clean. Now you might get little pieces of gravel that get sucked up, but for the most, dang, I'm sucking at this. For the most part, you can tell what is and isn't clean. See, watch. See all that gunk that's coming up through there? You may not be able to see it on the camera, but I can see it. It's pretty nasty. It gets pretty nasty, especially with 2 Oscars in here. And I have 6 loaches, clown loaches. So, and I know they got to be moved into a bigger tank when they start getting bigger. Anyways, see all that nasty stuff coming out of there? You don't want any of that in your, because it's bad for your fish to have dirty gravel. They don't like it. My Oscars don't like me to clean anyways, so I move. Damn, I'm sucking at this. I'm trying to concentrate on not sucking up fish and cleaning the gravel, and I'm not concentrating on the camera. Anyways, my Oscars don't like it when I clean. They like it in the long run, but when I'm actually cleaning, they don't like it because I'm moving their gravel around, and they don't like that. So, anyways, I'm going to finish cleaning out the gravel, and then I'm going to show you where to go from there. Okay, so I've got most of the gravel cleaned out now, and really I try to take out more water than that usually when I'm cleaning out the gravel, but it wasn't really bad this time because I had just cleaned it out not too long ago. Okay? So, as you can see, I can't get duped very close. The spray bars are kind of just barely trickling. They're not really spraying. They're kind of just trickling. So, that is how you know if your tank or if your filters are full of gunk. So, I didn't tell you this before, but you're going to need one of these. And what it is it's a cleaning snake for a trombone. Okay, you can get these at music stores that sell band instruments. Okay, you're gonna need something like this to clean out the hoses, or if you can find some kind of hose cleaner that's long enough to fit all the way through all pieces of the hose, you can use that. Okay, so this is how I've got my siphon set up. If you've got a glass lid like mine that closes like this, okay, it lifts up like that and closes or whatever. Keep the siphon in the water, and then use the end of the hose like this, put it in the glass, underneath the glass, like so. And I've got this pushed back a little bit. And this wasn't designed to fit this tank, because this is a custom tank. And I don't have a big franchise pet store in my town. I just have a small local community pet store. And so the lid she had, this is the lid she had that would fit this tank. This was a custom tank, and the owners before me didn't have a lid with it, because I don't know what kind of lid they used with it, but they used it for reptiles. And I'm now using it for fish. Anyways, so have your siphon. Should look something like this. Okay, you will use that later. And what you need to do first off is get underneath wherever you've got, gonna have your, hold on a minute, got somebody pulled up to the driveway. Anyways, wherever you're gonna have it plugged in, you need to get underneath there and unplug it. Okay, first thing. So we're only doing one filter. With me, since I've got two filters, we're only doing one at a time. We'll have one filter always running. Okay, so I'm going to get underneath the cabinet and unplug the filter. Okay, now that we have the filter that we're going to start with unplugged, you can see it's not running anymore. We're going to go ahead and start the whole process. What you need to do is get the intake. Okay, you might want to, hold on, this might fall. You want to scoot your lids forward a little bit. Yep, I knew the camera was going to fall over. Oh well, it's not like it's in the water. Okay, so, and then that'll leave your glass like that. Okay, hanging over the edge a little bit. And but it makes it easier to maneuver everything over here. What you want to do is pull your intake over to the side like this, like so, and pull the hose off a solid piece of plastic. Let it drain. Okay? Let that drain. If you've got it too full still, you'll know, because it will just keep draining, and 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 just keep draining, until it eventually gets low enough that it can't drain anymore. Okay? Okay. So then you're going to put this in, the hose into the 5-gallon bucket, and it's going to start draining the canister. But you just leave it like that. It takes forever. So become one with your fish tank and their mini gunks. Okay? And hold on, okay, take the intake side and you blow into it. Blow into the intake end, and it'll push all the water, or blow into the output end, and it'll push all the water out of the intake end. See, watch. You'll know when you've got all the water out, because it'll make kind of a gurgling noise. Like this. Okay, so that means we've pretty much got all the water we can get out. So what you want to do is leave the top valves open. See, there's the valves. I didn't really show you those in the last video. There's the valves. But close the bottom valve, just in case there's enough water in there to still leak out. It won't leak out all over your floor. And then just set it down. Like so. Okay, and then bring your bucket around to the front of your cabinet. Okay, and pull up a chair. I happen to have our family computers in the same room as our aquarium, so we have our office chair, and it's super comfy to sit in, so I'm going to use that. Okay, make sure you've got enough working space around you. And these filters, when they're spraying, tend to splash water everywhere. You might want your what was I gonna say? You might want your lids closed so you're not getting soaked. Okay, I'm gonna set this camera down real quick because I gotta adjust. Remember, I don't have enough space to work right here. You can't see me right now. You can see the underneath the tank, but I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the room so I have enough room to sit down and move around. Because you want enough room to be able to move around and be able to efficiently clean your filters. Okay. So, okay. It was just sitting on the carpet anyways. So, let me turn my light back on so you can see. I'll actually bring this out, but just so you can see